When helping someone choose a vehicle, the biggest mistake is starting with the car brand. It's better to filter by utility first, then lifestyle. This ensures that the user actually ends up with the car that is best fit for them, and you can do this with the decision tree diagram, all made in our favorite diagramming tool, draw.io. Let's dive in. First, we set up our primary decision points. So our first primary point will be passenger capacity. This immediately splits into two distinct zones: large vehicles and small/medium vehicles. We'll also create yes and no paths that are easy for the eye to follow. Next, we'll move into specifics of usage. What is this person going to use this car for? On the large side, we filter through capability, asking if the driver will be using the vehicle for any sort of towing or off-roading. This gives us a clear distinction between a full-size SUV or a high-utility minivan. On the small/medium vehicle side, we're delving into style versus practicality. This allows us to separate buyers who prioritize the driving experience from the ones who are just trying to get from point A to point B. The final level of the decision tree depends on the path chosen. If the driver went with style over practicality, we ask if they prefer a back seat to distinguish between a sedan or a coupe. If the driver chooses practicality over style, we filter by high seating position to distinguish between a crossover or a hatchback. To make the diagram more user-friendly, we've applied some Draw.io styling tricks. We use color coding to create a sort of visual hierarchy, and we use animated connectors to create our top-down logic that flows through our diagram. Finally, we dragged in some small, high-quality images under each final node. This provides immediate visual context for what each category looks like in the real world. And that's the final product, a complex decision-making process, all turned into a 10-second visual guide. If this video helped, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments what vehicle you ended up on. And until next time, happy diagramming.